Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Inside Movies Galore. I'm your host, David Strege, and here I have another review for you from a very young filmmaker by the name of Samuel Vainisi, where he has a production company called Sarah Wynn Productions, and in 2018 he filmed his first short film, put together with his own art. There you go. And from what I understand, there was a second film that was a bonus feature on a second disc called Mastication, which I will review on another episode. But for right now, I'm going to go on about Senses. And Senses is about a man who evidently has a relationship with a young woman, and something has happened to her, and they have a son together. He ends up taking the son and dropping the son off at someone in the family so that he can find a job. And we realize that this woman is not in his life. Now, the actors and actresses that he uses are, in fact, Jesse Winston, Dominic Vainisi, which they both go by their first names in here, which is kind of curious. So I actually really like how this short film was put into play. I mean, you got him reminiscing about the past, and you've got Jesse encouraging Dom to write, giving him a notebook and all the tools for him to do so. And then he eventually ends up apparently becoming an alcoholic. And evidently that alcoholism took more precedence in his life than, taking and being part of his son's life, and providing that life that he originally wanted for his family. Apparently, he starts to develop some kind of curious thing where it's more like it's lack thereof of the senses: taste, smelling, hearing, being able to feel, and eventually it's like he went into shock and didn't remember exactly what he did. He started getting to know someone at his place of work that ended up being like his wife or girlfriend's. Actually, it's not a wife. It was a girlfriend, and they hadn't even gotten engaged or anything. So I thought that the acting in here wasn't too bad. For using his brother, I think that his brother is a very likable character, very clean cut. So you can see that in a sense he could play someone that seemed like he was honest and innocent, when in fact that he was not, and it was just his world was crumbling around him. And ultimately, you feel bad for the young child in here. So, and it was just a life that ended up being wrong to begin with. So, hopefully, you enjoyed my description of this film. I like the fact that there was some camera movements that were used. Like I think there was a moment where the camera went up and then into the sky, and then down on another scene instead of being cut from scene to scene. You know what I mean? So I thought that the music, I think that when he got together with this group of friends, it was kind of like, uh, like gathering together, the best people that you know, and picking up a camera and shooting your idea. So I give him very much credit for finally putting together some of his thoughts and whatnot. I got to know this young man as he was going in on some of the projects that I was going in on, and started talking to him. There was an interview that I did of him that, if you wanted to check out, he was a very cool to talk to, and you should definitely check out some of his other stuff. Again, his name is Samuel Vainisi, and he's a very bright young man. I think he's got a lot ahead of him, and I think he's got a lot of passion still left to involve himself in the indie film community. And I believe that he is building a following, and that's good. So, in any case, hopefully you enjoyed my description of this film. Like and subscribe to my page if you have not. Definitely check out some of my other reviews. Check out some of my future reviews. And thank you for listening. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you can get a chance to get a copy of his films. I believe that he's got a way that he's still selling some of his older films. Get a copy of them if you can. And let me know down in the comments if you've seen this short film. So thank you so much for the traffic, and just enjoy watching films.